scary. So let's talk. Obviously what I'm doing is not working. You know, the program is great, my driving is not, and of course the controls I'm using absolutely are a wreck. So what control should I buy? Now, I don't have unlimited funds, and this is going to be a hobby, so I'm not going to be a professional sim racer, so I'm not going to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on equipment. So where do I put my money? Well, let's go to the internet and let's look. Now, in the process of researching, I immediately found out that something new exists called a direct drive wheel mount. And it's a big motor that's computer controlled, and it basically, the steering wheel's hooked to it, and the motor simulates all of the road surfaces and the resistance in the steering wheel, and it gives you a very immersive experience. So I said, well, I'll need at least that. So when you do the search, you've come up with, there's a couple of different manufacturers. Now, most of these are very expensive, and so I immediately said, no, I'm not going there. But Fanatic and Chinese company called Moza both had entry level. Now, entry level would be what they call 5 Newton meters. Newton meters is the amount of force that the motor is capable of generating. And the Fanatec product, it's the small head. It comes with its own set of pedals and an entry-level steering wheel, and you can get that for about $500, you know, ready to go. And I thought, well, you know, that works. Maybe I'll do that. Well, I started getting reviews, and one of the things that I kept coming up against was there were a lot of complaints about how the steering wheel connected to the motor mount, or to the wheel mount, and it was loose and plasticky, and sometimes it could even break. And I'm going, ooh, I don't like that. So I started looking more at the Moza, and the Moza had a 5 Newton meter product called the R5, and it was around the same money. Okay, both of these companies have similar products. So doing more and more research, I decided I was going to go with the Moza, but then when reading the Moza reviews on the 5R, everybody said it was okay. But it was for people who were gonna do serious sim racing, it would be inadequate. And I'm going, oh great. You mean I could buy something, spend $600 by the time you get it set up, and then you find out it doesn't really work for you? They had the next step up, had a better wheel, a better steering wheel, which is the KS wheel. It also had 9 Newton meters, so it was almost twice as strong as the entry level. And the pedals that you used with it were much better. And let me tell you something about pedals. Pedals are crucial to being able to drive. You got to be able to feel the brake and have just the right brake tension and just have the right gas. If not, you're not going to be able to control your car. And so now it came time to bundle, find out all the things I needed, and oh yeah, I'm going to need a mount to mount it to my desk. And let me see here, I need here's the bundle. So I'm going to go with the bundle for the wheel and the wheelbase, and of course the pedals. Oh, and by the way, the pedals have an upgrade. So hey, for $15, buy the upgrade. All the stuff's been ordered, and now it's time to go online and begin designing how it all fits together. So one of the first things I did was open my drawing program. Now a lot of people use something like Adobe Illustrator, which is a vector art program. I'm an old CorelDRAW guy. I've been using CorelDRAW, oh my goodness, for 30 years probably. And so I opened it up, put it into a mode where I can do scale drawings. And first thing I did after that was I went online, I found the mechanical drawings for the various Moza components, the R9 wheelbase, the KS wheel, and I downloaded them, copied them and pasted them, then scaled them to the proper size so that as I begin my drawing, I'm actually drawing knowing where everything is going to go and how it's going to fit. from that, I quickly came up with, how much space I have to work. Now, remember, my goal is not just to create a sim rig. My goal is to create a new monitor bridge for my office where I can store things away and install the wheel mount into the rig so it's always pre-wired, ready to go. And then if I have storage, I can put the Moza KS wheel in. That's even better. So that was my goal. And as you can see, the first page, we have where the monitors go, and you can see the approximate size of everything. And then we go to the next page. This is where it gets interesting, because this is the top view. Now we begin to see how everything fits together. You can see the upper board and the lower board. These are the if you want to call them, the layers of bread that everything's sandwiched in between. Then we have the different drawers where they're going to go. So after a while, and I won't bore you with the details, we go through, we scale everything. The nice thing about the drawing program, you just draw using the scaling tool. It'll tell you the exact size. Come up with a set of plans. Now it's time to go to the shop, and this is where it's going to get serious.